list. And we will celebrate our birthdays coming up, our big shot birthdays, and of course, our local birthdays. Yeah, the important ones. Oh boy, hot all over California, up and down the coast, interior, everywhere it's hot. And in Los Angeles yesterday, it was so hot. How hot was it, did you say? It was so hot. Ellen DeGeneres could only gather enough energy to apologize to her staff 6 times. Ah, yes. Oh, well. It's a tough life, Ellen. Yeah, being a big star. Yeah, oh, well. And let's see. Today. Well, did we mention today is Friday? It's August 21st, 2020. Yeah, on the downhill side of August. But before we get to the cooling west winds of mid-September, yeah, Mother Nature's going to be, icky sticky for a while. Yeah, it's just the way it works. But today is Spumoni Day. Spumoni. And it's also Senior Citizens Day. Spumoni. Now, it kind of sounds like a senior citizen medical condition, right? Yeah, geez, I feel bad. My spumoni is acting up today. Yeah, it kind of fits. Oh, well. Anyway, it is a Friday. I need a weekend. I don't know why. Got nowhere to go, nothing to do. Yeah, and probably going to do exactly that. Go nowhere and do nothing. Birthdays. How about our big shot birthdays today? Actor, filmmaker, writer Melvin Van Peebles is 88. Guitarist James Burton. He is with Elvis. Yeah, he's still with Elvis. Elvis, of course, works a gig on weekends on occasion. James Burton, 81. Actor Clarence Williams III. He was in the Mod Squad on TV. He's 81. We mentioned Jackie DeShannon, 79. Actor Patty McCormick, 75. Singer Carl Giammarisi of the Buckingham, 73. Actress Loretta Devine is 71. The singer Glenn Hughes of Deep Purple, also with Black Sabbath, 68. Actor Kim Cattrall is 64. Actor Cleo King, 58. Actor Carrie Ann Moss is 50. Actor Alicia Witt is 45. Actor Diego Klatnoff is 41. Actor Cody Kosh is 33. Actor Hayden Panettiere is 31. Actor R.J. Mitty is 28. And actor Maxime Knight is 21. Local birthdays coming up.
To some, a baby's babbling doesn't mean much, but it does. Especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Learn more at autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Let's celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Elma Rosa Gonzalez, Ernesto Garcia, AJ Yanis, Isabel Flores, Olivia Ruiz, Stephanie Vargas, Geraldine Sanchez, Carter Hawk, Robert Benavides, Ryder Korfman, Elena Oreles, Gary Wong, Angie Mendoza, Pat Jepson, Victoria Sotelo, Angie Contudno, Annalisa Burgos, Fidela Irigoyen, Henry Halkin, Jim Braley, Joaquin Valdez, Kayla Lavender, Laura Fisher, Teresa Marquez, Charlene Valle, Melissa Martinez, and Brenda Godinez. Happy birthday from KXO. Well, what's new in England? A man wrapped his neighbor's entire car in cellophane after it blocked his driveway. Yes. Well, I guess he could have used duct tape. But hey, neat idea. Yeah, but hey, if you do that, please don't mention my name to the police, okay? That's one of the things I love about my neighborhood. We all get along. Yeah, everybody watches out for each other. Everybody pretty much knows everybody. And not that anybody is nosy, but they keep an eye on what's happening in the neighborhood. And that's better than a Ring doorbell. Yeah. So it's kind of a great neighborhood to be in. And nobody minds if, park in front of your own house. Don't park in front of mine. I don't care if you park in front of my house. It's okay. Yes. Oh, well. We've got news. The real stuff. And it's time for World in California News Headlines, brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. They are your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, you call the experts at Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News special report. Cuts and changes at the post office before the November election. Postmaster General Louis DeJoy assures lawmakers.
As we head into the election season, I want to assure this committee and the American public that the Postal Service is fully capable and committed to delivering the nation's election mail securely and on time.
DeJoy is testifying before a Senate committee. The chairman, Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson, claims DeJoy doesn't deserve the blame.
Notices that were sent before he was sworn in meant to inform election officials to factor in normal postal capabilities in setting their ballot deadlines are being used as evidence of this conspiracy theory.
Democrats like Gary Peters say they're hearing from constituents about critical delays.
They have written to me about skipping doses of their medication, and their small businesses losing customers or having to lay off employees.
CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Whatever the weather brings this summer, you can rely on a York Affinity premium system to keep your home cool and comfortable. You'll get maximum efficiency thanks to advanced technology and helping to significantly reduce your energy bill. Plus, you can stay connected via our Wi-Fi-enabled touchscreen thermostat. Yeah, every York unit is designed, engineered, and assembled in the United States and backed by industry-leading warranties, and affordable financing options are available. Call Lock Air Conditioning, your local York dealer, 760-353-4501. That's 353-4501 to schedule a free evaluation of your system. Contractor's license 696-216.
California headline news. Fire crews overwhelmed in Northern California where hundreds of structures have been destroyed, hundreds of thousands of acres have burned.
I just want to make it very clear and make no mistake about it. We have a very large-scale incident here. Normally, even for us, we're used to lots of resources, and that's not where we're at today.
Cal Fire Chief Sean Cavanaugh. The LNU Lightning Complex fire has claimed 4 lives and injured 4 others. Very little containment on any of the fires. A number of homes destroyed overnight in Healdsburg and Sonoma County. The Walbridge fire igniting power lines, spreading the flames even further. Governor Gavin Newsom talking about climate change deniers in an address to the virtual Democratic National Convention.
The hots are getting hotter. The dries are getting drier. Climate change is real. If you are in denial about climate change, come to California.
President Trump seemingly threatening to withhold federal funding to fight fires Thursday as he criticized state officials here for poor forest management. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News Headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. Got an AC problem? Call Lock Air Conditioning right now.
Whether you need back-to-school supplies for a regular classroom or a virtual classroom, Walgreens is right around the corner with what you need to finish your list. This week, select Wexford highlighters and 2-pocket folders are 5 for $1 or 29 cents each. And select varieties of Hershey's snack-size candy are 2 for $7 or $3.99 each. Stop by your local Walgreens today. Offers valid with card while supplies last. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See Walgreens.com for details.
Morning.
How'd you get in my house, B?
Through the air conditioning vent. It's dark in there.
Go away.
How about some Honey Nut Cheerios?
Cheerios. Do I look like a child to you?
Honey Nut Cheerios are tasty and can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet. Did you just
No.
I'm pretty sure I heard a
It was my dryer.
You might want to get that thing checked out.
Have a change of heart. Honey Nut Cheerios. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
It's page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Well, the National Weather Service has issued a weather update for the desert Southwest. The excessive heat warning that had been in effect for nearly a week ended last evening, but things will not be much better for the Imperial Valley. The weekend will see an increase in humidity. That will cause the temperatures to drop a bit, but still remain in the 110-degree range, with heat index values several degrees above that. National Weather also says a return to excessive heat is possible early next week. A high-pressure system remains dominant over the Four Corners region, and that's what's affecting our weather. With another hot summer, well, they're cool, no cool centers, but George Gale has something.
Above normal temperatures are expected throughout August. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, cool centers could not open this year. County of Imperial says the cool centers have been replaced with summer hydration comfort stations. They're located in the Calipatria County Library Branch, Heber County Library Branch, Nyland Fire Station, Ocotillo Fire Station, Palo Verde Fire Station, Salton City County Library Branch, Sealy Fire Station, and the Winter Haven Fire Station. Stations are also available at in the cities of Brawley, El Centro, and Imperial. Check the city websites for the locations. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
KXO News Time is 7:43. It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 2 locations in the Valley, on Imperial Avenue next to Food for Less in El Centro, and in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive. Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturdays 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. And Quick Lane has the best prices on name brand tires, guaranteed. Just ask your Quick Lane advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Well, the Imperial County Public Health Department updated the COVID-19 dashboard Thursday morning. 1 more death was recorded, an individual over 90 years of age. The number of active COVID-19 cases was 8 lower than the day before. The number of positive cases of the virus in the Valley increased by 21. The 7-day percentage of testing positive increased slightly to 8.33%. The state's Roadmap to Recovery plan has a goal of less than 8% testing positive in the past 7 days. Imperial County Public Health officials have petitioned the state to allow the county to proceed to level status 2, low stage 2, low risk status, a level that had been obtained in July but was quickly rescinded when the number and severity of local COVID-19 cases spiked. There was no indication as to when the state would respond to the county's request. We may get an indication at 8:30 this morning when I visit with Imperial County Chief Executive Officer Tony Rahotis and the Imperial County Health Director Jeanette Angulo, and we update the COVID-19 situation in the Valley. Well, the Imperial County strike team is in Northern California. George Gale has more.
Imperial County has a strike team in Monterey County. The latest update was issued by CAL FIRE. The windblown fire has burned 4,285 acres and is still 0% contained. Several residents have been evacuated and some roads remain closed. Fire has destroyed 3 structures and is threatening 311 more. No injuries have been reported. Fire was first reported on August 18th. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Well, that's it for page 1 of the local news. Page 1 of service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Remember, at Quick Lane, you never need an appointment, and they service all makes and all models. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers.
Shiloh Inns are open and ready to welcome you back. Hello, I'm Mark Hemstreet, owner of Shiloh Inns. While we practice social distancing, we're still always committed to providing clean, safe, comfortable rooms and friendly service. Shiloh hotel guests and employees deserve the peace of mind knowing that we are always focused on maintaining high standards of cleaning and safety practices. Our American spirit is alive and strong, and while we're all going through these unprecedented historical times, we can face these challenges together. Although we may wear face masks, there are no restrictions on still making travel memories for business or pleasure. So book your next stay with confidence by calling 1-800-222-2244 or visit our website at shilohins.com. Shiloh Inns, affordable excellence. American family-owned and proud of it.
It's page 2 of the local news and a look at in-depth weather brought to you this morning by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, or retirement planning. The Brawley City Council has named an interim city manager. Current city manager Rosanna Bayon-Moore is leaving Brawley to become assistant city manager for the city of Antioch in Contra Costa County. And Brawley City Finance Director Tyler Salcido will serve as interim city manager starting September 5th. Salcido joined the city of Brawley in June of last year. The interim period gives the city time to launch an executive search to select a permanent replacement for Bayon-Moore. U.S. Border Patrol agents arrested 10 individuals for fraudulently using Social Security numbers. The 10, all illegal aliens, were in a group of vehicles caravanning together last week when they approached the Highway 86 checkpoint near Salton City. During an immigration interview, it was determined that one of the drivers and several occupants in the vehicles were illegally present in the U.S. During processing, agents determined that 9 of the 10 individuals were fraudulently using legitimate Social Security numbers belonging to U.S. citizens or of deceased U.S. citizens. 3 fraudulent lawful permanent resident cards were also discovered. The group was part of a privately contracted fire crew from Oregon, traveling north from Calexico after briefly working in the area. All were presented for prosecution under identity theft charges. The case remains under investigation. And a tractor-trailer rig caught fire Thursday afternoon, closing one lane of Interstate 8. The incident reported at about 3 p.m. Thursday on eastbound I-8 near the truck escape ramp on Mountain Springs Grade. The fully loaded trailer caught fire and continued to burn for some time as Imperial County Fire Department personnel worked to get out the contents of the trailer. One lane of the freeway was blocked for several hours due to the fire and scattered debris. The trailer was to be cut apart so the tow truck would be able to move the wreckage. The wreckage was finally cleared and the freeway lane reopened at 8:45 last night. KXO News time is 7:49.
David H. West Insurance is announcing Covered California has extended their enrollment period until August 31st. Because of COVID-19, enrollment has doubled from last year. David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in the Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right choice and what fits your budget. Don't hesitate. Call David H. West Insurance today and make an appointment at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
The National Weather Service says an upper-level high-pressure system will remain dominant over the region into next week. High temperatures are forecast to finally be closer to normal readings over the next few days. But temperatures are expected to increase back to well above normal for next week. 110 our high yesterday, 88 the low. Partly sunny today with a high near 107, with heat index values as high as 115. South-southeast wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Mostly cloudy tonight, then gradually becoming mostly clear. Look for a low around 86. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Saturday, sunny with a high near 108. Heat index values as high as 113. South-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. It'll be sunny on Sunday with a high near 109 and light wind. 90 degrees downtown, 66% relative humidity, wind out of the east-northeast at 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news, brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services.
For vegetable and cucurbit growers looking to maximize quality and increase marketable yield potential, look no further than Miravis Prime fungicide. This powerful preventative and curative fungicide delivers unprecedented spectrum, stamina, and control of gummy stem blight, powdery mildew, and other difficult diseases. With long-lasting residual control, Miravis Prime delivers the consistent control and management flexibility you need, and it can complement your integrated pest management program. Talk to your Syngenta retailer about the unprecedented performance of Miravis Prime. Always read and follow label instructions.
It's sports time. Yeah, and the NBA in the bubble. The Heat got by the Pacers 109-100. Rockets rolled. They beat the Thunder 111-98. By the way, the Heat lead the series 2-0. The Rockets lead their series 2-0. It was the Bucks 111, Magic 96. And that series tied at 1 game each. And the Lakers rebounded. They beat the Trailblazers 111-88. Again, that series tied 1-1. We've got Major League Baseball coming up. We also have high school football. High school football returns to KXO. We will have classic high school football games every Friday night on AM 1230 and on the KXO YouTube channel. Our broadcast will feature some of the very best games from the KXO archives, concluding with the state championship game between Milpitas and the Southwestern Eagles on December 11th, 2020.
Let's play some football!
Classic high school football is brought to you by Jason Jackson, El Centro City Council member, looking for your vote in November. Hacienda Snack Bar, serving daily specials. Ubaldo Bermudez, your local Allstate agent. Ayton Express, your one-stop convenience store. Stan's Auto Body, and by Baja Farms. Major League Baseball scores. The Rays beat up on the Yankees 10-5. In a doubleheader, the Blue Jays beat the Phillies 3-2 in Game 1 and came back and slipped by the Phillies 9-8 in the nightcap. White Sox shut out the Tigers 9-0. The Astros over the Rockies 10-8. The Indians blanked the Pirates 2-0. Twins topped the Brewers 7-1. Dodgers behind Clayton Kershaw beat the Mariners 6-1. The Red Sox, they beat the Orioles 7-1. In St. Louis, the Cardinals nipped the Reds 5-4. The Athletics topped the Diamondbacks 5-1. The Giants over the Angels 10-5. Why is everybody throwing at Mike Trout? He's a nice guy. And the Padres, you ready for this? 4 straight games with a grand slam. Eric Hosmer did it last night. And the Padres, in 10 innings, they nipped the Rangers 8-7. Meanwhile, Washington's Ron Rivera says he has cancer, but he plans to continue coaching. Rivera was diagnosed with squamous cell carcinoma in a lymph node. Rivera said the cancer is in its early stages and is considered very treatable and curable. That's it for Sports Time. Coming up, financial news and a brief look at weather. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs. From business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and weather is brought to you by Imperial Valley's Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, they do. Shares of Tesla rallied 1.6% in pre-market trading to extend the recent run-up to their first ever close above the 2,000 mark and to buck the weakness seen in its peers and the broader stock market. The electric vehicle maker stock shot up 6% on Thursday to close at a record 2,001, just 50 days after it first closed above 1,000 on June 10th. Meanwhile, the Dow Jones Industrial Average right now at 27,822, that's up 83 points. The S&P 500 up 6.5 at 3,391. The NASDAQ up 56 at 11,321. Gold continues to drop off $1.20 an ounce at 19.45. And oil off 66 cents a barrel. The broader market is taking a hit because of, just uncertainties as to what's going on. The NASDAQ, once again, a fresh intraday record, its 35th record close of 2020. Yesterday's unexpected increase in new weekly unemployment applications, topping 1 million, was seen as a troubling sign that the American labor market's recovery may be cooling, but market participants responded by driving shares of tech stocks higher.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialists. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection. Water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 53 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789. That's 352-6789 or 344-2533 in the North End. Roto-Rooter. When drains don't work, we do.
It will be partly sunny today with a high near 107 with heat index values as high as 115. South-southeast wind 10 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Mostly cloudy this evening, then gradually becoming clear. Look for a low around 86, southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. It'll be sunny on Saturday with a high near 108, heat index values as high as 113, south-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. We're holding at 90 degrees, 66% relative humidity, wind out of the east-northeast 5 to 7 miles per hour. CBS News presented by it's coming up, but financial news brought to you by Roto-Rooter in El Centro and Brawley. When drains don't work, they do. At 8:30 this morning, we'll be visiting with Imperial County Chief Executive Officer Tony Rahodes and Jeanette Angulo, the Director of Imperial County Health Department, updating the COVID-19 status.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News brought to you by the Imperial Valley Food Bank.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan. A Senate committee is looking into Postal Service rollbacks ahead of the election as millions of voters get set to mail-in ballots. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
Louis DeJoy's policies were blasted by Democrats like Senator Gary Peters.
You have undermined one of our nation's most trusted institutions, and we wreaked havoc on families, on veterans, seniors, rural communities, and on people all across our country.
DeJoy said the changes he ordered are now on hold. Those include reducing postal hours, shutting down machines, and removing collection boxes. And he said the Postal Service is fully capable of handling mail-in voting.
This sacred duty is my number one priority between now and Election Day.
Well, Joe Biden accepted the Democratic presidential nomination, vowing to bring the nation together and blaming President Trump for pulling it apart.
This campaign isn't just about winning votes. It's about winning the heart and, yes, the soul of America. Winning it for the generous among us, not the selfish.
Vice President Pence says the message from Republicans at their convention will be clear.
Next week, what you're going to hear is we're going to talk about the first 3 years of this administration where we rebuilt our military. We stood with our allies, stood up to our enemies. We destroyed ISIS.
On CBS this morning, Pence said he dismisses out of hand QAnon. President Trump said this week he appreciated the support of followers of the conspiracy theory. One of two tropical depressions in the Atlantic is now a tropical storm. Laura is one of two systems that could pose a threat to the southeast next week. CBS News meteorologist David Parkinson.
There is the chance that on Monday morning you wake up with the storm that's a good 50 to 60 miles an hour stronger than it was on Sunday. Should be able to intensify rather rapidly as long as it doesn't fight too much shear or land.
They could use some rain in Northern California. Wildfires are blamed for at least 5 deaths. Jason Pasalacqua has been cutting down trees and bushes near his home to create a fire line.
It's scary at the end of the day. It's daunting. It's overwhelming. It's out of anybody's control.
A private report says home sales shot up 24.7% in July. CBS's Jim Krasula has more on the struggles of some homeowners.
The number of people who are seriously behind on their mortgages soared to a 10-year high last month, even as overall mortgage delinquency numbers are improving. The number of homeowners who were at least 90 days behind on their payments grew by 376,000, a 20% increase from June.
Checking Wall Street right now, markets are up. The Dow is ahead 54 points. This is CBS News.
Brought to you by Capital One. Capital One's banking app lets you manage your money anytime, anywhere. This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A.
It's Kohl's Friends and Family Sale. Take an extra 20% off. Save on Vans shoes for the family, $59.99 and under. Women's Sonoma tees are just $6.39. And get up to 50% off Croft and Barrel bed sheets. Plus, save on your back-to-school purchase. Plus, fast and free store pickup. And get a little more for your wallet with Kohl's Cash. Shop Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles. Offers valid August 20th through August 23rd. 20% off with promo code Family Shop. 10 off 50 with promo code BTS10. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
O'Reilly. When you need auto parts, O'ReillyAuto.com is just a few clicks away. We offer convenient options for you to get your parts quickly. Order online and pick up for free at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. We'll even bring it out curbside. Or you can have your parts delivered right to your door with free shipping on most orders over $35. Visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
A Maryland Police Department has made a major change in light of some recent controversy.
Under the new policy in Anne Arundel County, Maryland, chokeholds are only allowed to be used if it's in defense of human life. That means they're now considered deadly force. And if police officers put someone in a chokehold, the incident becomes subject to a higher level of scrutiny. Earlier this month, the department was sued by a man who says he was illegally arrested and put in a chokehold last year. The charges against him were later dropped. And his lawsuit now asks the department to ban the use of chokeholds in all circumstances. John Doman for CBS News, Washington.
Well, the city of Minneapolis plans to spend just under $5 million to temporarily rent an office building and adapt it to replace the police precinct that was burned during the unrest that followed the death of George Floyd. Officers and staff have been working remotely since that fire back on May 28th. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
No child in Imperial County should go hungry. This is John Levada for the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Living in a food-insecure home makes it difficult for children to perform efficiently in school and to face the challenges of being a child. I urge you to help these kids. Donate to the Food Bank's Backpack Program. Recipients are children who rely on school meals and risk going hungry on weekends when they're away from school. The IV Food Bank.